Hi, welcome to bakingmad.com. Today I'm going to show you how to make a really simple lemon curd cheesecake. So what you're going to want to do is firstly start by preparing a 20cm loose bottom baking tin. Now the reason that we use a loose bottom one is, as you can see here, it has an easy release. So once your cheesecake's been in the fridge and set nicely, you can just pull it open and release your cheesecake. So what I've done is just cut out a circle of baking parchment, just lined the bottom, also helps with an easy release. So I'm just going to keep that to one side. Now we're going to start with the base. So we've got here 100 grams of ginger snap biscuits. Now you could use other flavoured biscuits, but we find the ginger works really well with the lemon. It gives a lovely flavour combination. So I'm going to take the biscuits and just using a freezer bag, or if you haven't got one, a piping bag would also work equally as well. Just pop the biscuits in. And then gently, with a rolling pin or a heavy object that you've got in the kitchen, just gently break up the biscuits so that they give a nice crumb texture that we're going to use for the base. So I'm just going to break these up now. And to the biscuits, I'm just going to add 50 grams of melted butter. So this has been melted whilst I've been breaking up the biscuits. So I'm just going to pour that in. And then just carefully just mix it together so that the biscuit crumb becomes nice and wet. So you can see there that the biscuit's all nicely coated. And we're just going to fill this into the bottom of our baking tin. And what we'll now want to do is just using your hands, the spoon or your rolling pin, just push down the mixture so that it evenly covers the base of your tin. So I'm just going to use my hands for this. Just make sure that it goes all the way up to the edges, but you don't want it to go up the sides. You just want it to form nicely along the base of your cheesecake. And as you'll see here, it's nicely coated, the base of your cheesecake, so now we're ready to make the filling. So, to make the filling, we're just going to pop the base to one side and grab a nice large bowl. So in the bowl, we're going to use 500 grams of mascarpone cheese. So if you just scoop that into your bowl. To that, we're going to add 325 grams of lemon curd. So just add that to the mixture as well. And for an extra lemon flavour, I'm going to cut up a lemon and use the juices and also include that into the mix. So if you just gently just cut this in two, and either squeezing it with your hands, using your hand to catch any seeds, or using a really useful lemon juicer, just get the juices from the lemon. Just give it a real squeeze. The more juice you can get, the better flavour that you're going to get into your cheesecake. I'm just going to pour the lemon juice into the mixture. Then what you want to do is just using a spatula, just gently beat together all the ingredients until they form a nice lemony cheese mixture. So once all the ingredients are fully combined, you'll get this lovely light yellow consistency. Should be really nice and smooth at this point as well. What I like to do, just to take the edge off the lemon flavour, is just to have a couple of tablespoons of icing sugar in there. So this golden icing sugar will give it a lovely kind of caramel undertone as well, which is really tasty and nice addition to your cheesecake. So I'm just going to add 2 tablespoons. You can add more or less depending on what your preference is. And then I'm just going to give another quick stir just to combine it all together. So there you are, you're all ready to go now. All your ingredients are nice and smooth and sweetened. So we're just going to grab our tin back. And we're just going to gently pour the mixture into the base. Then what you're going to want to do is just with your spatula, just push it around all the edges and just give it a nice smooth finish at the top. So there you go, that's your cheesecake all ready to go into the fridge. You want to pop it in for about 4 hours. Once it comes out, we're going to release it from the tin and decorate, and you're ready to serve. So the cheesecake's been in the fridge for about 4 hours. It's now nicely set. So as you can see, it's all smoothed over on the top, and now it's time to decorate it. So a flavour that goes really well with the lemon cheesecake would be some fresh berries. So we've selected some raspberries and blueberries, which we're just going to scatter over the top and top with icing sugar. So with these, you can be quite liberal and just generously sprinkle them here, there and everywhere. I'm just going to finish with a little bit of icing sugar. So just spoon that into a sieve and gently just dust the top. And there you have it. There's your lemon cheesecake.